How's it going, everyone? In today's video I'm going to be reviewing the Super Mario Galaxy movie Target exclusive pack here with Mario, Luigi, Yoshi, and Wonder Bowser Jr. As many of you may know, we've seen Mario and Yoshi in the solo 5-inch packs. This set includes two exclusive figures, that being Wonder Bowser Jr. and Luigi. These figures are also UK exclusives that can be found in solo packs for the 5-inch line. However, they do include their accessories. I found this set on Target's website if you were wondering. I have not seen this being sold in person at Target's where I'm at. So having a 360 look at the packaging, here you can see the Observatory Super Mario Galaxy movie, Bowser Jr., that's a new render, Mario down there, as well as the characters, and you can see the back here what it includes, realistic eyes. And you can see in the front here all of the characters displayed very nicely. I feel like this is going to be sold in stores, and hopefully it is. Let's get these guys unboxed. Also wanted to note important details on the inside of the packaging. Here you can see a UFO, which we also seen in the Bowser poster art. In the inside you can see a ton of Bowser Jr. logos, dry bones, coin blocks, lightning bolts, blue shells, mushroom stars. It's really nicely detailed packaging. We finally got a new render to look at. Up close we can see Gateway Galaxy more clearer. Here's also the barcode, if you can see it. Well, I guess you're back in here. Look who decided to show up again, Oliver. Hey, whoa. Oh. Alright, this got knocked out. I thought we were doing the review together, buddy. Perhaps maybe the fish would like to review. So here are the figures out of the packaging looking fantastic. I tried to get them in a little pose. Here we have Mario riding Yoshi, as well as Bowser Jr. getting a beat down. Here are the figures on my rotation display. They look fantastic. I originally thought that Wonder Bowser Jr. and Luigi were going to be a part of Wave 2, but I guess not. I guess they were just UK exclusive and part of an exclusive pack. To start off, here we have Wonder Bowser Jr., the favorite of the bunch. I did modify his staff. It has a mace-like appearance. This mace is actually a topper from a vending machine I got from Walmart about 16 years ago. I just repainted it. As you can tell, this is what it actually looked like. I plan to do one that looks way better and more movie accurate. I really wish that we would have gotten a different accessory rather than just the paintbrush again. Maybe Jakks forgot to do it. As well, we do have the paintbrush version, which actually is like a foamy type material. But in the meantime, I'm going to stick with the good old mace that I have. This figure is quite cool. Let's get into the articulation. You can rotate the head 360. Be careful with the hair, it can get in the way. You can rotate his head up and down so it can do some good posing. You can rotate his hands around and his elbows, open and close his claws just like the original Bowser Jr. figure from the movie. You can also rotate at the legs, the knees, the ankles. The tail looks like it can articulate, but it can't. Now let's move into the details. It may be hard to notice on camera, but he does have this purple wash over his entire body. It has like a glittery effect to it. I don't know if it's paint, I don't know if it's just painted over plastic or if it's molded plastic. I hope it stays durable, not like the Mario Star figures that we got a couple years ago. All the paint crumbled off of those. For comparison, you could see his spikes did grow when he went into his Wonder form, and his eyebrows as well, and his hair looks more menacing. I really like how they went with the transparent eyebrows and hair. It is just phenomenal. You can really see the new technology being incorporated into this figure. Oh, I like the green spikes and the red, just really vibrant. They even painted all of this. Claws up here, you can see the stomach section has that glittery effect as well. Up here it's really cool. You can see it's like purplish. Originally I thought this was bluish, but it's more purple than anything. And you can also rotate the hair, which I found interesting. You can move it up and down and it actually does come off for some reason. So if you want to change the hair for some reason, you could do that. And with some creativity, you can make his hair look like it's lighting up. I tried to replicate the paint effect, but it didn't work too well. He does have these pink menacing eyes, as well as his green vibrant mask with the purple elements. See little scales on him. Just all the little details and the texturing, just phenomenal. Even the cuffs are purple. But yeah, it looks like Bowser Jr. is going to be getting a ton of power-ups and tons of abilities in this film. I'm really excited, and this just looks and seems like it's the beginning of it all. This is the only reason why I hate spring, because the bugs come out. That's a gigantic moth. Gonna take it outside. Up next here we have Luigi, and as you can tell I give him a fireball just to add to the effects. I wish this figure actually included the blue Luma. Unfortunately it's a UK exclusive. I am not going to fly all the way to the UK to buy that Luma, nor am I going to spend $60 on a Luigi figure just to get it. Hence why I bought the pack for $60, and I got 4 figures instead of spending $60 on 1 figure. Luigi, which is the second exclusive figure for this set. Let's get into the articulation. You can rotate his head 360. You could also rotate it up and down as well. You can open and close his arms. Some butterfly joints just like Mario. You can also open and close the elbows. And the new gimmick, or point of articulation for these Mario Galaxy movie figures, is you can open and close the fingers, which is pretty cool. He also has some waist rotation. You can articulate at the legs right here, this point articulation, and you can also bend the knees. You also got, I think, yeah, ankle pivot with gloves also. Let's get into the details. This figure looks almost identical to the original. As you can see, his eyebrows are more browner, and it looks like he has some hair up there, which is a cool little detail. At first I thought you were going to be able to remove the cap, but you can't. But that is still cool. They included that to add to the realism effect. As well, you can see his ears are sculpted, his nose. You also got his overalls. Down here you can see that the boots are actually molded plastic. As compared to these, you can tell that this was painted. This is actually molded as the color, which is more durable, and if you scratch it, it won't come off. Now that we have the Luigi here, as you can see, there's a big difference. This looks more like Luigi than this one, and this one seems to have more of a vibrant green, but I like this one better. It looks more movie accurate, and the eyes are centered better. The eyebrows are darker on this one. The hair strands seem a little more noticeable on this one. Here's a detail I found kind of strange. You can see the gloves on the new Luigi figure have these little lines on them, and the new Mario figure doesn't have them. But if you look at the first movie's gloves, both of the figures have the lines. The eyes do look more realistic this time around, not as creepy as the original. Up next here we have Yoshi, and as you can tell, he has his tongue. I give that as a little customizable option as well. He is eating Toad's apple from the trailer. There's so much going on in that movie and so many leaks. I don't know what's gonna happen. Anything can happen at this point. Now let's have a look at Yoshi. This is a really cool figure. So you can rotate his head 360. He does have butterfly joints like Mario and Luigi. As well, you can rotate his shoulders, at his elbows. His wrists can articulate as well as move in and out. He does have the finger articulation as well, and his legs do articulate, and his knees bend, and even his shoes articulate. Now let's move into the details. Back here you can see he has this tanned greenish look. The green is different than the rest of the green. Now I did see this on the promotional images for the figure, so I'm assuming this is normal. I don't, however, really like it because it doesn't blend too well. Like, I mean, it just looks like Yoshi caught on fire or something, or someone burned him, like Bowser's breath or something. They try to blend it. It just doesn't look right when you see this butterfly joint right here, not colored. It just doesn't blend in. And then the neck. Now here's the individual Yoshi figure I got along with the other 3 figures for the 5-inch solo pack figures. And I found a very interesting detail. I don't know if anybody else has this on their copy, but I didn't even know that this was maybe a defect, or maybe they forgot to paint it, or if it's just something that happens. But you can see definitely there is a difference in the backs here. This one is more tanned, or has that darker gradient green. This one, my first copy, doesn't have that, and I prefer this better. Even though if it's a defect, I prefer this better because the whole skin matches. This here is just gradiented and it doesn't seem right. I know a lot of people got this copy. I don't know if it's rare or what, or if maybe some people got it, but yeah, it's really interesting to talk about, and I definitely have to make a short about it. But yeah, comment down below if you got one like this with the non-gradient back, or if you got one with the gradient back. It's not just a detail in the back, you can also see on the upper arms the gradient effect on the Yoshi on the right, and this one doesn't have it either. Here is Mario and Luigi next to the iconic plumber van that they rode in the first movie. I wonder if it will be present in the Galaxy movie. Let's take a look at Mario. He rotates 360 at his head, up and down, has some butterfly joints, pretty much same articulation as Luigi. You do have this newer point of articulation, which was not in the first movie figures. Rotates at the elbows, also opens and closes the fingers, rotates at the glove, can rotate at the wrist. Be careful, because that's how I scuffed my copy right here. You can see the light blue, that's a point of friction as well. You can bend the knees. He has the ankle pivot like Luigi. A really great articulation for this figure, and they did skip up their game from the first movie. Here they are side by side, and I think this one is better. However, this one does have a little more stitching at the top. I found that to be weird because the new Luigi figure has stitching at the top, or it's more noticeable, and the Mario doesn't. Comparison time. Here's Wonder Bowser Jr. next to the other two 5-inch Bowser Jr. figures we've gotten so far, with the Koopa Clown car as well as the basic 5-inch figure. If you want to get more in depth, here are the two versions of the 1.5-inch figures. We have Wonder Bowser Jr. and as well Bowser Jr. Up next here we have a little look at Yoshi eating Mini Bowser, as we've seen in the TV spot. That's going to be one of my favorite scenes from the movie, and definitely meme content. Here is Yoshi next to Baby Mario. I did give him his NES weapon as well as some eyebrows. As you can see here, I've recreated the trailer scene when we were introduced to Yoshi. You can see Toad holding his little apple candy, and Yoshi getting ready to eat it, take it out of his hand, and we have Mario getting ready to give Peach a gift. Anyways guys, that pretty much sums up my review for all of the 5-inch Super Mario Galaxy movie figures for Wave 1. There's no way I'm gonna buy that blue Luma and spend $60 just to get it shipped here in the US. Maybe Jakks will release it in a Wave 2 or something, I have no idea. But if they're not, I could honestly care less. I'm gonna get the blue Luma Yo-Yo anyway. Speaking of Luma, I totally forgot that it was in this set. There's the complete set of the 5-inch figures for this wave. To conclude this video, Bowser Jr. is my favorite figure by far of this entire Jakks Mario movie line so far. I think Rosalina might be my second favorite, or maybe Yoshi, but they're all just such fantastic figures. I think Wonder Bowser Jr. is my favorite design for Bowser Jr. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like the content shown, like is always appreciated. I'll be doing more videos soon. Oh, so now you want to be awake when the review's over.